Hey, it's your girl Jinea, and welcome to this week's episode of Professionally Childish. Look, here on screen with me, I have the one and only, the Jessica McClurkin Gates of Mack Couture. Look, the
Period.
one and only. Look, she repping her brand. Jessica, go on and introduce yourself for people who don't know you.
Alrighty, so my name is Jessica McClurkin Gates. I am the owner and CEO of Mack Couture, which is a hot, trendy boutique. We cater mostly to women, but we do female clothing as well. And our motto is fashion beyond measure because we cater to all sizes.
Good deal. Look, I still have my hose
Okay,
from you.
my host is loyal,
They
baby.
is
Okay.
loyal. Like, I think that was like one of my favorite lines from you.
Yep,
Because it was so catchy. And I was
it's
like, shoot,
catchy.
I want me some hoes too. And I
It's
can say
catchy.
they are loyal
They
because
are
I
loyal.
think I got my first pair like it was years ago.
Yeah, I
Years and
started
years
selling
ago.
them
But
10 years ago and I still got pairs. I wore a pair of pantyhose from Amazon to Beyonce. They tore up all in the thighs. They was not loyal. Okay,
right, they ain't loyal.
My hoes loyal.
Look, and so today we're just gonna get you in here so you can give us a little bit about who you are, about your brand, a little bit about your story, because some of us know your story, but it's a lot of people who don't because you stay on the move. So we
Yeah.
want to get to know you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So growing up, did you always know that you wanted to be in the fashion industry?
I did, but I did not know on what aspect. So I've always been a Barbie girl. My nickname's Barbie, always been Barbie. I've always loved Barbie dolls. I would design my own Barbie's clothing. So yeah, I would design even if it was like a paper towel, I would cut that thing up, wrap it around there, put a little hair tie thing around her waist, and that was her belt. So I would legit make my Barbie's clothing. But then as I got older, I started getting into hair. So I didn't know what aspect was it going to be clothing, was it going to be hair, and I did cosmetology through all out high school. Went
Look,
to
that's what I was
Columbus
about to
Tech.
throw in. I was gonna say, didn't
Okay,
you go to
I
cosmetology
did. I was in that thing for like 3 years. Went to Columbus Tech for it and started working in a hair salon and realized I ain't like women for real, and quit that mug.
too? You
So
was like, ugh.
I realized the hair part of the fashion wasn't for me.
And so that's when you switched over and was like, okay, let me start this modeling side and the clothing
That's it, because the hair portion was not for me. Okay, it was
side.
not for me. Okay.
so, so when did you start modeling?
I actually started modeling when I was real little. Unfortunately, I did not want to be a model. My mom kind of forced me into it because I was always real small, real petite, and everybody would look at me since birth and say, "You so pretty, you should be a model." And even with the stuff that I do, you wouldn't believe it. I don't like people looking at me. Like
Really?
I can remember being a little girl in a shopping cart, and people would look at me and tell mama how pretty I was, and I would start crying in the store. And she said, "Girl, if you don't stop cutting up." I said, "But mama, they looking at me." And she said, "Well, they only looking at you because you're pretty." "I don't care, mama. I don't want them looking at me."
Look at you now.
Right. But yeah, so she did. She put me through all the etiquette classes, the model schools. Like they had the Mademoiselle modeling agency here in Columbus. I did all that kind of stuff. I even did America's Next Top Model when they came to Columbus. I think I made like to the top five out of everybody in Columbus. I went traveling to Birmingham and stuff like that. But of course, with me being so young, they want you to be able to like travel with it. My parents was like, "We're not taking her
Okay.
out of school. She's not getting out of school, be doing all this
Hmm.
stuff." So that's when it stopped as a kid, when they realized they wanted me to be professional model and not go to school and travel over to different countries. My mom was like, "No, she going to school. Cut it
I know
out.
that's right. Look, all right now, Miss A, she going to school.
She going to school. Cut it out."
She going to school. So into the modeling world, what models or designers inspired you?
You know what's crazy is I love Iman. She's one of my favorite, and I think out of all of them, the typical Tyra Banks. And I would say
Okay.
Tyra because she does the modeling, but she's also like the boss mode of it. And I feel like in my life, that's where I am. So she's done the photo shoots, the fashion shows. She has all her products and stuff like that. But when she became into America's Next Top Model, I am more of the behind the scene person now. I model,
Hmm.
but I would prefer to teach somebody how to model. I prefer to do a production. I would love to entertain people rather than me being the one on the runway. Let me teach you behind the scenes. Let me give you the pointers and let you go while I be behind the scene to be the boss lady of it. So,
So look, this is totally sidebar, but I remember when you were working with Cynthia Bailey.
uh huh.
How was that? Look, I always look at Cynthia Bailey and I'm like, she is just so beautiful. It seemed like, but she's down to earth too.
Oh,
And it
she's
just seemed
definitely
like
down
she's
to earth.
such a joy to work with.
She is. And let me tell you how that got started is because with the fashion shows, we started having celebrities host them. And Cynthia was supposed to be a part, she was supposed to be our host the year that Kim Fields was the host. Well, when she was doing the Housewives of Atlanta, they had the out of country trip the weekend of our show, so she couldn't do it. And then, like the year later, is when I did the fashion show in Atlanta at the Bailey Agency. Well, all of her team legit worked for her. So I worked hand in hand with them. And they couldn't believe, like, during the setup, I was the one driving my own U-Haul in Atlanta, unpacking my chairs. They was like, where your assistants? I was like, they're back in the hotel making sure the models get the makeup. So they was like, this girl is a boss and she move her own chairs. You got to work with us. So when I
Right.
actually they had Cynthia's events in Atlanta, they legit emailed me. It was like, we like your hustle. Come and work with the team. And so I would work, and then we all actually went out to dinner with her afterwards. After we did any type of productions and stuff like that, we all just had like a legit sit back, laughing, joking. Like she's the most down to earth person you could ever. And she apologized. She was like, "You the girl from Columbus that I was supposed to come to. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. Still, I feel so bad." And I was
That's
like,
so cool
"Girl,
though. Like,
yeah."
look,
She
you
was
done blessed my
so
whole life
right.
coming up here
Thank you. I'm
trying to
like,
be eating
girl,
with you.
I'm having PF Chang on you. Okay, girl, forget that show. But
Right.
she's legit. Like she even FaceTime OJ and told him how handsome he was. Like rock, he still will tell you about that. Mama, she talked to me. I talked to Cynthia Bay. Like she's that down to earth. You can legit take selfies with her. She, like I said, she FaceTime OJ and everything. It was dope. She's super dope to work with.
Look,
Super
that's
dope.
cool. Look, I gotta
Yep.
go look for her because,
Yeah.
like, I feel like so really her and Candy. Like, I love Candy, and
Yep.
I'm like, if I could ever just sit in the same room with them, I'm like,
Oh,
girl, just
girl.
look, I'll
They
just carry your bag.
exactly, and they're legit, genuine people. Like legit, that all that mess you see on TV, legit,
Look,
genuine
not at
people.
all.
Not at all. Not at all.
So, so look, so you basically you look, you're leading me into my next question for you because you did it all when you were in Atlanta
Yep.
with your shows.
Mhm.
And here, you do it all here too because you're a
Mhm.
mom, you're a wife, you're a student now, and you're a multifaceted business mogul. And so, how do you balance it all?
Girl, it's crazy. I feel like
Look,
sometimes
prayer.
I feel like I'm a crackhead sometimes. Okay. I do, but I actually have to plan everything out. Like I have a calendar, I have my phone, I have my husband, everybody just pretty much saying, hey, this is a reminder for this. This is a reminder. I have to legit say, okay, I have at the beginning of the week, I look on Sundays and Mondays, I look at everything I have for the week. If it's homework, if it's interviews, if it's something some kind of deadline or something for work, I say, okay, well, this is the actual I'm a procrastinator. I say that now. Okay, I'm a procrastinator. So if I know the paper is due Thursday at 11:30, last night I turned in the paper at 11:25. Okay,
But you got it done though.
but I got it done.
Yeah.
So I'll know exactly what day I have. Okay, so I have interviews this day. I have to do work on the show this day. I have homework that's due this day. I have everything planned out, and then my husband also helps as well. So I try to plan out like all my groceries Sunday, and I'll try to fix something like meal prep as far as breakfast and lunch, and then I'll find something easy for dinner. So while I'm doing homework, he's cooking dinner. So it's stuff like that. So it's a mixture of planning and help from my family.
Look,
Yep,
and that goes into your business too, because your business is a family affair.
exactly.
Your husband, you and your husband, y'all are a team. Look, shout out to the OG.
Yeah,
He is hands on, and I've seen him. He's
he
the
is.
promoter, he's the hype man, he's your partner.
Yep.
And what's that like though to really have a partner in life?
It's in life. is good. In business, sometimes, girl.
Y'all be bumping heads.
Sometimes, because I'm a strong-minded person and he's a strong-minded person, and when it comes to my business and my brand, if if I see it one way and you try to tell me it's supposed to go this way, mm-mm, nope. Mm-mm. And sometimes I catch myself saying, "This my brand, not yours," and I'm like, "Jessica, reel it on back. He just trying to
Let it
help
all
you.
back.
Yeah, reel it on back. He just trying to help." But sometimes in life, generally, we do. Sometimes we bump heads. Of course, all couples gonna have their ups and downs and that disagreement kind of thing. We've been married for almost 20 years now, child. So it's a you go over there and be quiet for a second. We're gonna think about this thing and keep it pushing. But day to day life is absolutely amazing knowing that you got somebody to have your back. That if I'm tired or if I'm depressed, then we know how to balance each other out. And that's the same thing work wise. With this show coming up, he knows the stress level and he's always saying, "Well, you up late doing this. What can I do to help?" Or, "Okay, so you typing this. Do you want me to help you type something? Or can I help you type something? Or do you want me to create a
Girl.
video for you?" Yeah, so you ain't gotta do all this by yourself.
Girl, oh, that the next time I pay a man any attention, I need to go run him by him and he
Uh-huh.
give him the scoop because I
Yeah.
need me a business partner too.
Okay. Yeah.
I need one of them.
Yeah, I promise you, if once you realize what the vision is, and sometimes, a lot of times, I see stuff and he be like, I don't get it. But I have to sit down and say, "Hey, this is," even something as simple as today, I got kind of confused on what the finale song for the show should be. And he was like, "Well, you should pick this song. I know you've done it like maybe 5 years before, but if that's the song that has meaning to you and that's the song that's there, listen to that again and let me know what you think." And I was like, "You know what? That's the doggone song I'm gonna use." So
There
sometimes
you
when I'm
go.
like in a funk kind of thing or like a block, he's there to kind of reel me back in and say, just breathe for a second, just take your bubble bath, get your glass of wine real quick, relax, and then bring it on back in. You got it. Just pace yourself. It's always gonna work out. But what's crazy is he's also a prayer too. So if he could see, like we was legit in Jamaica about to come back home, and he could see like the stress, like I got to go back to work, I got to focus on this show, I got to do this, I got homework assignments due. He stopped. He said, "Let's just pray." I said, "Huh?" He said, "Come on, put your stuff down. Let's just pray real quick." I said, "Okay."
He better cover you.
Yeah,
All right
but
now.
he does it. He does it all. He'll just quick. We just got to pray real quick. We just got to pray. I'm like, "Boy, I done drunk a whole bottle of wine, and now you want to pray?"
He said that's okay. Look,
Yeah,
God know it all, girl. He
yeah,
gonna cover you
yeah.
anyway. So, but speaking on that, look, I know this story, the Jessica and O story, but I love your story because you all have a beautiful love story. It
Girl,
was one of those things where it was like when you knew kind of
girl,
thing. But look, tell everybody else how you knew he was the one.
girl. I was just telling this story to somebody else. It's hilarious because at that point of our life, I was only 19, about to turn 20 when I met him. He was 21 when he met me. So we were both young. Both of us was wild. He was in radio on Fox 105. I was just wild because I was sheltered growing up and I liked to party. So
But you was at the firehouse.
I was at the firehouse tearing that thing down every weekend. I think I partied like Sunday through Wednesday. I think I only took a break on Thursdays, pretty much. We both was wild partying. He had a girlfriend at the time. I had a boyfriend at the time when we met.
Look, the Pepsi. We not gonna say who your boyfriend
Yeah,
was.
we ain't gonna say who the your boyfriend was, but child, when you see somebody from high school that you thought was fine back then, and then they try to holler at you, and then you think it worked, and then they just don't work, and then you just so happen to meet somebody that you like, interesting. Wasn't even supposed to be talking for real, for real. I was at the radio station on New Year's Eve on the air with Double O Key and JB. Rest in peace, JB. I was on the air with them saying Happy New Year. Ontario came up to the radio station acting like he had done forgot something because he wanted to see who was in the radio station. It was me. periods.
Y'all been there ever since.
It's been there ever since, child. And we both just forgot about the people that we was with. Like legit.
It was like,
Child.
look, one day, that's it.
One day
Been
that's it,
together ever since.
child. And like I tell everybody else, yeah, most people wait a couple of dates, a couple of whatever, the kiss or whatever, child. We
It's
went right
like
into it.
instant.
Child, we went right into it. I tell people,
Look,
don't do what I did now, okay? It worked for me. It may not work for you, okay?
it might work for me too,
It
girl.
might,
Look,
girl. We ain't
I'm
no
gonna
need to
go get some.
ain't no need to waiting, girl, cause you wait and find out it's garbage, then what's the point? Okay?
Look, let's have a real
Okay.
tee because I was like this now. I'm like, shoot, I'm 41 years old.
Ain't
I ain't
nobody
got
got to
6 months to wait and be disappointed to be like, oh,
okay.
never mind.
Waste your
Cause,
lifestyle.
but
Nope.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm like, I pray about everything. People be laughing at me. I gotta know, cause God needs to know.
He need to know, and you
This is
gotta
on
be
my list.
specific. Look,
You gotta
God
be
got a sense of
specific
humor
in your
too.
prayer.
Okay?
And I don't need him to have no sense of humor on that. Because if you want me to be there forever, we not doing no sense of humor.
Yep. No sense of humor on that one, okay?
Not
I
on
am
that.
for real. Yeah.
But so you and Ontario,
Uh-huh.
y'all really like I said, your story is beautiful. And even when you have a beautiful story like that, and you are, a beautiful family, you guys work hard.
Hmm.
You still have those times because you're normal people. And I think a
Exactly.
lot of times people look at you like, oh, Jessica don't have no problems. They got it made. She got her
Yeah.
partner. She got this. But I do know that you had to make a tough decision
Hmm.
within the last few years. You have one child,
Right.
and I know that you had the desire to have more children, and you
Hmm.
had to make a really tough decision. And you shared a little bit of it on Facebook,
Hmm.
little bits and pieces of it. But I feel like your story can inspire someone else and really help other women who are having that struggle.
Yeah.
So could you share a little bit of it with us?
Yeah, I could, cause the thing is with my son, I have one child. He is 13. He'll be 14 years old on Halloween. Crazy thing is me and Ontario originally, like I said, we were young kids. When we first got married, we was like, nah, we don't want to have any kids. Then one day we just like, you know what, we want to have a child just to see what it'll look like. Random. Random. That's how young we were.
That's
But
how he came about for
that's how he came back. We was like, we want to see what this child gonna look like. So I got off birth control, all that kind of stuff. But it still took us. It took us until 5 years in our marriage before we even had the first child. And so, right when we thought like that'll put you in a whole state of depression alone is when you keep thinking you're pregnant and you're not. You keep thinking you're pregnant and you're not. And you taking pregnancy test after pregnancy test and it's not positive. When we finally got pregnant with him, absolutely. He prayed for a boy. That's exactly what he got. Looks just like him. After that, I'm
he
thinking,
does.
okay, I want my little girl. I prayed for a little girl. I prayed, and the same thing happened. Time after time after time. I'm like, okay, not pregnant. Ooh, not pregnant. You do the whole thing where after you're hunching, you put your butt up on the pillow, trying to make sure everything go in. All the tricks you can do. Still nothing. And then it was hard because he was overseas as well. So with him being overseas, you only have certain windows where you could try. But then I had started getting pains real bad, like heavy cycles and real sharp pains and just like unbearable pains. So I went to the doctor. Originally they thought I had ovarian cancer is what they thought I had at first. So they tested me for any type of cancer possible at first. And then I was like, no, I went like I said, I tell you, I went through all that crying, all that kind of stuff. Find out I went to my regular OBGYN, shout out to Dr. McRae. As soon as I went to him, he tested me. He was like, how long have you been having cycles like this? I was like, for a little while now. He was like, and you think that's normal? I said, well, for most of my life, I cramped heavy anyway. Like I remember myself in high school having heavy cycles, and my dad would have time to check me out of school. I would take Motrin and keep it pushing. Well, found out I had fibroids, which a lot of black women have, and a lot of black women don't talk about. I
Hmm.
had pretty much the thing was he was saying that if I still could have children, but they didn't know if it was cancerous or not. So then they had different tests on me to see if it was cancerous. Because if it was cancerous, I had no choice but to get a hysterectomy. But then when he did extra examination, he realized the fibroid was actually so close to my uterus lining that even if he did remove it, my lining could be so thin that I wouldn't carry a child. So
Okay.
with that, it was the risk of you can do that. One, the fiber can come back and it could be cancerous. Or two, we can do this and you can still miscarry. Just think about it. Girl, them pains kept coming and the pains kept coming. I called Dr. McRae back. I said, Dr. McRae, this is Jessica Gates. I need you to throw my uterus in the trash can today. He said, Miss Gates, stop playing. Dr. McRae, the pain hurt. Throw my uterus in the trash can. So it was real heavy, um, to not knowing the fact that you can't. But then I actually had a hysterectomy. It was like a partial hysterectomy, so I still have my ovaries. So if I wanted to, I still could, but that just cost too much money to be paying somebody to carry my child. So I
Look,
could
because
do
we do not
that.
have candy money. It's Jinea
Okay.
money. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. So I could still do that, but I did have to make the choice because I was just in too much pain and I had to get it removed. And I'm glad I did because not only did I have a fibroid that was a large size, but I also had a cyst that was even larger in my uterus that they didn't even see until he
Until they
did the
open it
actual
up.
surgery. So I was just
Hmm.
gonna be in pain and wouldn't have a child anyway. So technically, I kind of made the choice, but I kind of didn't make the choice. I kind of almost did not have the choice. But the good thing is I use that to kind of help people because Sherry, Sherry that went to school there, she was going through
Hmm.
the same thing. And right after I had my surgery, I was able to kind of talk to her back and forth. But unfortunately, hers was cancerous.
Yeah.
So I am able to talk to a lot of different women who's not open about
Right.
talking about stuff like that because we don't. Even when I had the
Yeah.
surgery, a lot of my aunts was like, "Why Jessica telling everybody she had a hysterectomy?" Because back in the day, if you didn't have no uterus, that was your womanhood gone and all that kind of stuff. Okay, but
Hmm.
somebody else is going through the same thing and they don't know how to do it or what they're going through
Hmm.
or how they should react to it. I'm an open book. I'm gonna tell you. I was out there by myself not knowing nothing. I'm out there like, what is a pillow? Hold a pillow for what? What is that for?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of techniques to kind of help you through the process that you don't realize because everybody want to keep their business so private when you can actually help somebody else by telling your story. So,
That's true. That's
yeah.
really true. And I feel like, when you have a platform like you do,
Mhm.
it's a service to others to be open about the things that you're going
Exactly.
through so that
Yep.
people can, not only see that, hey, you're a real person, but that you go through similar things as other people. You know,
Exactly.
I remember like when I had Raina, I had a geriatric pregnancy and I had every single sickness in the book. And
Uh,
people were like, "Oh my goodness, I didn't know that you were going through all of that." I was like, "Look, I was in tears every single appointment,
every day. Yeah.
every single
Crazy.
appointment." And then, you go through your pregnancy and you get to the end and they're like, "Well, hold on. My amniotic fluid was low." So I went into a regular appointment thinking, "Okay, we're going in, getting screened." They're like,
Mm,
"Oh, well, we're having a baby tomorrow." I was like, "What?"
you're right.
So here I am, going through all the stresses of the regular world. And then now I'm in here and I'm like, okay, but I'm only 36 weeks pregnant. What you mean? We
Exactly.
having
It's
a
my time.
baby. Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. And so, thankfully, and I thank God for it, she didn't spend a single day in the NICU or anything. She
Right.
was 5 pounds, 3 ounces of hell was born that day. Because she was giving them people hell in that hospital. They were like, she's so tiny, but she's like, God is noise. She's just crazy.
Girl, I remember when I
So
first met her, you brought her to the boutique. She threw up straight on me the first day I met her.
yeah, I say, look, she been making her mark on the world ever since.
Look, legit.
Legit. But moving back into the fashion world, and you actually rebranded after your partial hysterectomy,
I
but
did.
you've rebranded and refocused
Hmm.
several times. And what's that like? Because I think sometimes people get into the mindset of like, okay, well, this didn't work, so I'm gonna quit. I'm not gonna do
Right,
it again. But
right.
you've gone from an online boutique to a brick and mortar to back to online, and you just refocused and rebranded. Look, girl, give us some tips.
Girl, the tips is to pray. Look, that is the line for the pray. Cause I did when I first started the brand, legit. I had the dance studio, cause I had the
Hmm.
dance studio first. And a lot of people don't realize I had a knee replacement. I dislocated my knee while I was teaching a class at the dance studio. After having a business for 1 year, I had to close that business down, went through a state of depression for that surgery. And then I ended up gaining some weight. I was always that little bitty girl. Gained weight, couldn't buy clothes in a regular boutique, couldn't buy clothes in a plus size boutique. I was like, you know what? It's time to start the fashion. So that's when I started the boutique, and it was strictly because I wanted to buy clothes that I like, and I wanted to see if people would buy them, and they did. And so it got to the point where I was meeting people at the mall with their purchases because they didn't want to wait for shipping. And I was like, this is crazy. If I'm meeting people at the mall, that means I
Well,
need
let
to
me
have a
raise my hand. Me, I used to come
yeah.
to when you were when you were at least an age. I used to be like, hold on, girl, I'm coming to the
Yeah, people
mall.
would come to the office and pick up stuff. I would be meeting people at the mall. I was like, now this is getting ridiculous. I just need to open up a store. And I did. And I was at a small space for a long time. And then I moved to the larger space. Absolutely loved that space. But then I had the hysterectomy. That put me through another depression. But then at the time of me being in that depression, I was like, you know what? People actually push me because people believing in what you do and they get so excited about what you do, and they can, like how you talk about the hosiery that you have from a long time ago. You have people that just contact you, hey, so you got any more of those shirts, or hey, you got any more of them jumpsuits coming out, or hey, I got something. I'm like, dang, I'm trying to rest and you folks is bothering me about Pantyhose. Let me get back on. Maybe I should still do this.
You
Even with the
should.
fashion, yeah, even with the fashion show. I know when 2020 hit, that was the only year I didn't do a fashion show. And I wasn't sure if I was going to start it back up. But everybody's like, so you missed 2020 because of COVID. You need to at least start off small. You need to do at least something. You need to do this. We waiting for another show. When you going to do another show? Even if you start, let us all wear masks. Put hand sanitizer at the door. So I think the
Mm-hmm.
main thing is I I do a lot, but a lot of stuff push me in depression. Seriously, like I have so much. It's almost like how you see the celebrities, and I in no way put myself on that status. But you see how the celebrities have so much pressure on them and so much going, then they be done overdosed. I ain't saying I'm overdosed neither, but but all the
Just putting it out
pressure,
there.
right? But all the pressure of everything going on, it feels like you have to do everything right and you have to
Mm-hmm.
do everything all the time. It's like, oh, like sometimes I can tell my husband, I can legit look at him and say, I feel like I'm about to have an anxiety attack. And he'll say, you need to chill. You need to take a break for a second and you just need to chill. So a lot of times with that depression, I also have him praying and I have somebody else in my ear saying, well, you know you did this and you know we like this, or then a video will pop up. Or I have a lot of people that send me stuff randomly. You, one of them,
I
in
said
my
me because
inbox.
look, I'm gonna drop a
Yep.
dime on you after you get
Yep.
through talking, but go on and finish.
Yep, because you'll put something in my inbox. I have somebody else that put something in my inbox, or somebody will do like a flashback or something. And so it's just almost like every time I'm ready to give up, something or somebody make me realize that the purpose I have is because of other people. So it's like, well, if you give up, you letting other people down. So it's, to me, it's more than just about me and what I like to do. It's more about making people feel good and the entertainment of others, really. So people is how I keep it going.
Look, so the people want to know when the juice is coming back and when is Mac Mail coming back because
Girl, yeah, the
look,
people.
the juice took me through
Yeah.
my maternity leave.
See, girl,
And yes, like the last Mac Mill carried me through my
but
maternity leave. And I look forward to you and Shantae on
yep,
Mondays after the
yeah,
school. And I mean, it was entertainment and it's fun and it's something that you're good at. So look, I'm
ex-
just dropping that dime.
see, we trying to bring it back. I was just trying to actually figure out if I was trying to do it on the radio platform, on the podcast platform, or if I was just trying to do it on the social media platform. So I am going to finally try to make my grand decision.
Yeah.
And when I was deciding to do the podcast, I was trying to work with CJ, and then rest
I
in peace,
know.
CJ. So now
I
I'm like,
know.
what am I supposed to do?
So, some of us that work with CJ, we kind of know the back end of the house now. So,
Okay. So drop that on me so you can help me
yeah.
out.
Yeah, look, so look, I'm always down
Yep.
to help out in way that
Yep.
I can. Because like I said, it was a good show, and we enjoyed it. You had your celebrity news,
Hmm.
and look, that was the highlight right there.
Yeah.
I love me some celebrity news. Give me some celebrity gossip. I don't do real life drama and stuff, but
Uh-huh.
I like listening to other people's tea.
Girl, I don't know them Mac meals, baby. They was hot.
The Mac meals.
Ah, them Mac meals was
The
hot.
Mac meals used to.
I still think my favorite one was that one time that woman was talking about leaving her husband, and then the side dude ended up writing the letter back
Yes, it wrote the letter back.
and wrote the letter back. People be
Look,
thinking
me.
that stuff be made up, but legit, I remember when that man wrote me back. I was on my way to the beach. And I got a random email, and I said, "Oh my God, this man listened to the show."
I think that's what makes it so funny though, because the people that were being talked about would respond
They
and
would
be like, "Oh, if you're
respond.
talking about me, let me go on and answer
Yep,
this question for you." I was like, "It's
yep. Or
anonymous. They
right,
didn't know
or
that
as
was
as soon as
called."
we finished the show, somebody was like, "Girl, you were talking about such and such, wasn't you?"
Look, so anybody that's watching this or listening to this that has seen Mac Mail, I need you to jump in Jessica's inbox and let her know we need it back. There
Girl,
has been so much going on in the Tri-City area that needs to be addressed,
ooh,
that has not been addressed.
girl,
And
let me
we
sip
look, and we
my
need the
tea.
tea. And we need the tea. And only you can bring the tea the way you
Girl,
bring it.
girl, I'm gonna get back on it. Keep on
Yes,
pushing me.
so
I'm gonna get back on
I'm
it.
gonna keep pushing you. Look,
Yep.
one Monday when I know you don't have class or anything, I'm just
Uh huh.
gonna do a live and just tag you in it so you can join in and we can do some mail. Look, call
Yep.
Shantae and be like, let's do some Mac mail real
Uh,
quick. Cause look, I always have something crazy in my inbox, so we can just
girl,
pull it on out.
pull it
I get the
on out.
craziest stuff. Now that I have a podcast, people be like, oh, Janelle, let me tell you this. Let me
Yep.
show you this. I be like, y'all,
Yep.
I,
Be
I
like,
can't
they're like,
I can't put
share
it
it,
on the
girl.
show,
Look, share
but
it,
we
girl,
can
because
do
I talk about it.
right. That's what I'm like. Look, maybe we can do a collab one Monday or something. Be like, girl,
Yep.
let's just jump on real quick. But you were talking about for the people, right?
Mhm.
And so you're about to celebrate your 10-year anniversary
Uh huh.
and have your 10th Mac Couture fashion show,
Yep.
which hopefully this year I can finally attend. I always end up working
You
on
got
that
to come.
Sunday.
You
And
got to
I
come.
was like, man, even the year that I won the ticket, I still had to work. I was like,
Yep.
Lord.
You got
But
to come.
I definitely, I always, look at the videos and I watch your lives and everything. And I've seen you, like with the girls,
Uh huh.
um, with Pink City, with the girls and everything, working with the babies. And so
Uh huh.
it's such a good time, and you are amazing at what you do.
Yeah.
Another thing that I love that you do is that you opened up your fashion show for new designers
Mhm.
and up and coming vendors to kind of put people on the map. How important was that for you to do?
That is huge for me because I know when I first started, I had no idea of what I was doing. I just knew I had a love for fashion and I had a love for clothing. I had no idea like how to start a business. I'm just now going to school for business management and entrepreneurship. Just now. I don't even have no degree. I'm just now going to school and writing business plans and learning how to do all this stuff. But I had people strategically tell me if you want to start a business, you got to get your LLC, you got to get this, you got to get that. So I knew that part of it, but the technical part of it, I did not know. I didn't have anybody help push me. I legit just started going on Facebook and just starting putting stuff out there and seeing if it'll work. So to see people wanting to start and I can help push them because I can see the love and the passion that they have for it. And if I have a platform for it, it's amazing. Like this year we have 13 different designers. 13. This is the most. Most of the time I cut off like at 8. But I kept having people that are young designers that have not been in the business for long that create their own clothing, they sew and everything. I have men designers, some of them
That's
that
good.
have never done fashion shows ever. I have some of my friends that are stylists that have never been in shows before. But one thing I learned is again, it's not about me. Even with this year we have 23 different vendors, all kind of stuff. Like I'm even debating giving up my spot for vending so somebody else can have that spot to sell their stuff. But it's very important because when you can see the the experience of them just having a passion for something and then they can see the excitement of everybody seeing what they can display on the runway is like it's just dope. It's super dope. And people don't realize all the hard work and stuff that you put in behind it. Cause I have a couple
Mm-hmm.
of friends that say, I just got an idea. Tell me what to do. Girl, you're gonna pick these models. Don't worry about who your friend and who not. You pick what your vision is so you can bring it to life. It's about selling your product and putting your vision on that runway. And everybody who's ever been a designer, any vendor, then people come to shop, they come to see the fashions, they come to support. People can't say we don't do stuff in Columbus. People can't say that we don't support people in Columbus, because at that show, those local designers, those
Mm-hmm.
local vendors, and I tell you, when I put it out there, like within a week, it sells out completely. 13 designers, 23 different vendors. They sold out within a week.
That's good.
Yeah. But like I said, it's not about just Matt Couture. It's not, we're the platform for it, but it's not, I just want to promote myself. It's just all about me. It's not that. It's all about helping others become and share the vision and the dreams that they have and make it a reality.
That's good, because I speak on, having enough room at the table for everyone,
Exactly.
and you don't have to kind of, like bogart your way in somewhere and then try to block people out.
Yeah.
And I think it's really dope though, in Columbus, on the scene, like with entrepreneurs and things like that. It's really a lot of love here. And
Hmm.
I think that it's not shown enough, like the
Right.
collaborations and stuff. And so I
Yep.
think it's really dope, like how you have your lives and everything showing the different collaborations that you have, because it's
Hmm.
letting the people know, like, I'm not doing this all by myself. We have a
Exactly.
really good team, but we also have people in the show who have their own brands, who have, you know, their different vending
Hmm.
ventures and things like that. So I think that's really dope. And I thank you for that. Like I sit back and I'm like, that's what's up. That's what's up. And then the amount of love, because like
Right.
last year when I was talking to Berto, and he was
Hmm.
saying, how you came out to his show and you
Oh
supported
yeah.
him, and just the love in doing that. And it's beyond, classmates and things like that. It's just
Exactly.
respecting the brands.
Respecting the brand and supporting, because a lot of times with that, my show, Berto's show, and then Sherry, she has the hair show. All of us have them around the same time. So now, if I book a date, I contact both of them because I don't want it to be a competition. I want it to be
Right.
where we can all support each other. So when I have my idea of what date I want, I'll contact him. Hey, where's your show next year? Because I'm booking my date. Okay, so I know not to do that. And last year, Sherry and I was gonna do it on the same day. When she found out mine was on that Saturday, she's like, "Oh, I can't do it that day. I'm gonna come to yours. You come to mine. I'll do mine Sunday. We'll just promote it as a whole weekend of hair and fashion."
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Uh-huh.
But no, I love that. That, like I said, that's really, really dope. Love
Yeah.
it. Look, and you just keep on making this easy for me with these questions, because you are about the people and you're about supporting.
Mhm.
And a lot of times you've been behind the scenes, like doing different community events and things like that. But this year, you surprised me and you popped out on the scene, and I was like, oh, okay. So, a part of having community support is giving support to your community.
Right.
And that's something that I can 100% say with pride and be like, you are doing that.
Yeah.
So, what new projects are you working on?
Well, I actually am a part of the Junior League of Columbus. I actually started Junior League back in 2019, 2020, but after that whole COVID situation happened, I did my first year and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to chill for a second. But the more that I sat back, the more I wanted to be a part of it. So this year, when I realized they were doing their initiation where you can come back on, I went ahead and signed back up because I know a lot of different people in the community that are doing great things. And the Junior League, if people don't really know what Junior League is, it is an organization that is like a worldwide organization for women who actually just support volunteerism. So we do different things, and we mainly focus on women, children, and babies. So any type of activity you can see, like this week we did the Little Black Dress Initiative, and that pretty much was, people don't realize diapers, you got kids, diapers cost a lot.
They are expensive.
So it
And
actually was bringing the awareness of poverty. So a lot of times women may make sacrifices. I may not be able to go out and buy clothes to wear to work or to wherever I want to go. I'm gonna have to sacrifice buying that outfit because I have to buy my baby a diaper. So with Junior League this week, what we did was we wore either the same dress. I work in the medical field throughout the day. Yeah, I do a whole bunch of stuff. So I wear black scrubs every day with my pen. They said ask me about my little black dress. We wore the same outfit the last 5 days. I still got my scrub bottoms on, but I put my Mack shirt on top. But the same exact black outfit, just to show and pretty much make the awareness of the women that can't afford to buy clothes, they might wear the same dress so they can afford to take care of their children. And every event we do normally is in Columbus. We support like getting diapers, and we do like the character breakfasts and the prom dress. We do that as well. We give prom dresses away. So it's a great organization that's in Columbus, Georgia, called the Junior League of Columbus. Anybody listening that ever want to donate a diaper, we always take the diapers for the ladies. We got one of the largest diaper banks in the area, and it does actually help. And you can actually go out and see the impact that it helps, and that's amazing.
That is. Look, you had me thinking. I was like, because I always, people like, well, why don't you join this organization? Why don't you do this? I'm like, I'm kind of behind the scenes. Like,
Uh huh.
I pull up, set up, leave. That's my thing.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
A lot of people don't realize what it is, but it's a lot of people, and it's funny because it's been a long time where it started off with women who didn't have jobs and careers and stuff like that. But everybody that's a part of it now, they're entrepreneurs, they got multiple jobs, they're in school. So it's a good connection of women. A lot of people that you may not even realize are a part of it because it's not really like a boastful thing. It's more of like we are really just volunteering. Whether you know
yeah,
I'm a part of it or not, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm volunteering, I'm giving back to my community. That's the biggest thing.
yeah. Look, so I slide in your inbox and get more information.
Yes,
Look,
ma'am.
I
Come
get some more
on, come
information.
on, girl.
Look, so we're gonna move into the fun spot. This season, I actually started off doing some hot seat questions.
Okay.
Look, and just to let the people know, she has no idea what these questions are. Um, if you watch previous episodes, they're totally fun, nothing too personal, anything like that. But one question will be catered towards, towards fashion and
Okay.
towards the brand, and then the others are just fun
Okay.
questions. Okay,
Should
so
I
you
be
ready?
scared? Look, should I be scared?
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay. So the first question, this is our fashion question.
Okay.
We see the trends and how they kind of cycle repeatedly, right?
Uh-huh.
So a few years ago, we had the overalls and the skinny jeans and everything coming back in. This
Uh-huh.
season, we see the carpenter jeans and the wide leg jeans and the flare jeans.
Yep.
So my question to you is, which one would you prefer? Would you rather do like the wide leg, or are you a skinny leg kind of girl?
Well, I would prefer a wide leg only because I am just now losing a little bit of weight. And those skinny legs, sometimes I get tired of trying to tuck my belly and make it all flow or wearing Spanx. If I wear my wide leg, girl, I can just be free.
You
Okay.
can be. Look, if somebody had put a meme on talking about why you tuck your stomach in your jeans. I was like, 'cause that's where it goes.
That's where it go. Okay. Don't bother my stomach being tucked in. That's where it belongs.
That's where it goes.
Don't matter if I
Okay.
can't breathe.
Look, leave me alone. Let me
Yeah.
live. So the next question is, it's a this or that.
Okay.
Would you rather spend an evening out on the town or an evening in?
Evening in, child. I love being at home. People might think I'm like, I be everywhere. I ain't gonna lie. I be everywhere. I be outside. But I would rather be at home on my couch watching some reality TV.
Look, what's your favorite snack?
Ooh, girl. Okay, so right now I don't fell in love with those extreme bursts. I ain't supposed to be having candy, but them extreme burst things, the little candy, little gummy things, them things be
Yes,
busting.
because the
Okay.
inside of it is like the flavor.
Yes, it's bussin'. It's yeah. I'm not even supposed to be eating candy like that, but that is my go-to right now. That or some popcorn. And I still like
Look,
the old school. I still pop popcorn on the stove sometimes.
me too. So popcorn is my thing, and I don't
Uh-huh.
know. Have you seen the AMC movie theater popcorn in Walmart?
Oh, they got it out now?
They got it in Walmart. They don't have ones you pop yet, but they had the bag of it. And somebody had posted on Facebook and they was like, "Oh well, it's nasty." So what I did, I got the regular one and the one with the extra butter. The extra butter is trash, but that original one,
Oh, the
if you
original
put
was
it in the
good.
bowl and you put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds, girl, that's so good. I was like, oh,
Okay. I'm gonna
it's
put that.
real
I'm gonna
good.
put that in my Walmart
Put
pickup.
it in your Walmart pickup. It's $3.98 for the bag. Look, cause you know me, I be at Walmart like every day. And so
I'm gonna
I
get
go and
my
I be like,
Walmart.
friend, they got my popcorn yet.
Yep. Walmart pickup. I'm gonna get that this weekend. I'm gonna get the bag and toast you.
Yep. So for our final hot seat question, look, go and tell everybody you are a Beyonce girl.
You know it.
A Beyonce girl. So y'all know I really want to feel in this Renaissance album. And
Child.
I know. Y'all
Child.
put me on the hot seat and throw hot stones at me. It was not my thing. But I can support. I'm all about
Yeah.
supporting women. So I was like, okay, cool,
Yeah. Yeah.
cool. But are you more of a Beyonce Renaissance Beyonce, or and I was gonna say four, but I'm gonna take it back. The one Beyonce album that I love and I still listen to, I can listen to beginning to end, is Dangerously in Love. That's my
Ooh, girl,
album
I
right
was
there,
about to
girl.
say that one. That's the one. Dangerously in Love. That's the one. Because as much as I love Beyonce, I must say, Renaissance, I really did not like that album at first. I still cannot listen to that album all the way through. I still can't. When I realized I was going, because I don't care, she Beyonce, I'm going to the concert. When I found out she had a concert, I don't care if I think the album is trash, I'm going to the concert. So I started listening to more songs. I even got me a little Heated fan and everything like that. I love it. But the concert this time to me was not as great as the ones in the past. And I guess that's because I don't like the songs that she
So
sang.
that's what I heard. And of course, you have people, the stands or the beehive. They was like, oh, well, it was good. It was good. I was like, even the clips look boring.
I was not impressed. It gave me very geriatric performance.
I mean, she's 42.
I know it because she was sitting down a lot, and even like when she was walking, she giving that Sasha Fierce walk. She even had somebody holding her hand while she was walking over stairs. It gave me very geriatric performance. I don't know if I
Look,
like it. Give me
it's time for
Dangerously
her to
in
be
Love.
Whitney and just stand with the mic.
Just stand with the mic, girl. Wear your little bikini with the sparkles on it. But Renaissance was not all the way it. Give me Dangerously in Love.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
and I think too, though, when we talk about celebrities, it's tough being out, and being out for the world to see, and people
exactly.
don't expect for women to age. And I'm like, Beyonce is 42 years
She's
old.
42.
She has had three babies.
Them kneecaps ain't the same
They
no
ain't what
more.
they used to be
No, they not. She need to
at
chill.
all.
Need to chill.
So it's okay if she sit down in the chair and sing us a little ballad. It's all
And
right.
she did. And I tell you, she sat down a whole lot. I said,
She said that the whole show.
she sat down. I said, this is giving me geriatric vibes.
She said
I
she's
just said,
tired.
yeah, I said,
That's why
she's
she's bringing
tired.
Blue on, so Blue can
Girl,
come and do her little dance.
exactly. And she sat there and watched her perform. I said, is
I
she
ain't
sitting
mad.
again?
But did you get your money's worth?
Child, no, because I was mad. Because originally the show was supposed to start at 7. They pushed it back at 8, and that heifer ain't get on stage till 9:15.
Oh.
In the previous concerts before, she had like DJ Khaled and all them people like that performing. So if she was coming on late, you had like a 45-minute segment where DJ Khaled would bring out everybody in Atlanta. You got to see Usher, Ludacris, you got to see Young Jock, he brought the whole Atlanta with him performing. You sat there waiting for her to come out an hour and 15 minutes.
Really?
Yes, she
Look,
started
I'd
now.
be like, look, B, I'm gonna need half my money back.
Child, I had already went out and had me some drinks. I'd had me some wine when I got there. By the time she came out, I think I was already
You was
hungover.
sleepy.
I was sleeping. I wasn't even drunk. I was hungover by the time she came out.
It was the next day.
I was ready to go.
Lord, look.
Yeah.
I need to talk to my soror again. Cause my soror, she legit went twice. She went to where she go? She went to Paris, I think, to go see her the first time. And then she's seeing her this weekend. She actually going to see her today. I think where's she at? In Dallas still?
Probably
She in
so.
Texas. Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
not
said,
going to
well,
that show twice. Now I ain't gonna lie. She come back with another concert that's other than the Renaissance. I'm going. I'm a go, but I'm not going to Renaissance
Yeah,
again.
you ain't doing the
The
rest
when
of
she
no more.
had was it the lemonade one she had?
Mm-hmm.
I went to that show twice. I went one time by myself.
And see, it took me a while to like lemonade. I really think that like after Love on Top, I was just like,
Yeah, child, I
girl,
went
she had
lemonade
lost me.
twice. I went that one twice. I went one time by myself.
Look, you got balloons coming up in
Right.
the background. Balloons like, hey girl, we gonna celebrate. Cause you got money going to see Beyonce twice.
Okay. Twice. Okay. Girl, where them balloons come from?
Girl, I don't know. They was like, all right, y'all done now. Look like
Yeah.
Birdman, is your finish or is your
Yeah.
done? Talking about Beyonce. Look, they telling us to stop, so I'm gonna
Right.
listen. So
Okay.
we're gonna wrap up, but I want you to leave. I know, right? Dang, but look, gotta go back into this serious question and stuff after
Right.
some balloons float up in there.
Golly.
Look, we're gonna bring it back down. So I've been asking this of my entrepreneurs, and
Hmm.
I want to know what's your philosophy on life. So we gotta bring it back down and
Bring it
have a
back
serious note, but it don't have to be all
down.
serious because I feel like you have to have a balance of
You do.
workingfulness. So
You do. My thing is, my philosophy in life is live every day to the fullest. And the reason why I say that is a lot of times with everything I got going on, people don't realize I got a whole bunch of health issues. I be joking, but I legit got a whole bunch of health issues. So not only did I have the knee surgery, then I had the hysterectomy. Now I have, after I got COVID, I got diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. So some days I wake up and can't move. Like legit. Like I found that I had it. My arm got so swollen I couldn't get myself dressed. That's how bad it was. Then I got diabetes and I got high blood pressure. So I'm
hey,
like,
girl.
okay, so I'm on a lot of medication.
Yeah.
I am on a lot of I don't give a F because I can't be stressed. I'm
Hmm.
on a lot of relaxation and I'm on a lot of diets legit because I can't eat certain stuff. Like I don't
Yeah.
really eat I can't eat any beef now because if I want a steak, I eat a steak. I woke up on Christmas Day and couldn't move because the red meat hurt my
Yeah.
you have to learn. So my philosophy now is if I feel good, I'm living life. If I don't feel good, I'm resting. It's just that simple for me. Everything is serious, but it's not that serious.
That's some
It's
good
not.
words to live by.
Yeah, it is. And I believe it, even with everything I have going on, health wise, my mental is still good because I know I'm gonna keep doing. I got a lot of stuff I'm trying to accomplish. And I got a lot more time on this earth. So just take care of your body, girl, and keep pushing them dreams and them goals.
Look, that's what's up.
Yep.
That's what's up. Look, before we go, you gotta drop your information because you do have your fashion show coming up and your website information. Look, girl, give us your tea.
That's it. So my tea is this show is coming up Saturday, September the 30th at the CSU Cunningham Conference Center. We will be opening up the doors at 6 o'clock p.m. and we will start promptly at 7 o'clock. We do not play. We are not on CP time, child. We will be start right at 7 o'clock. Again, we have tickets available. Most time that we sell out. So we do have a few tickets left right now. You can go to Eventbrite or you can just pretty much say type in Mack Couture in Google and it'll be one of the first things you pop up. Get your ticket before they sell out, or you can go to our website, which is www.themac with a K couture.com.
Well, I thank you for coming, look, and gracing me with your presence.
Yes,
Look, much
ma'am.
appreciated.
Thank-
Everybody, make sure you go out and you support Jessica. And like I said, she has a really dope fashion show. Dope spirit all the way around. You know, it's easy supporting people that you love. So,
Yeah, you know I love you too,
look,
girl.
share. And
Yeah,
y'all make sure you go check her out. Look, follow her too. Follow her on social media.
that's it.
Yeah, but I thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode. And you can follow me at Jinea Nikole on Facebook, Professionally Childish on Facebook, and then Professionally Childish 1 on TikTok and Instagram. Everyone be blessed and y'all have a great week. Look, peace.
Boop, boop, boop.
Make sure you check out the Mack Couture Fashion Show on Saturday, September 30th, 7 o'clock p.m.